Good afternoon. The train operator Firstgroup is being backed in its bid to run the West Coast Main Line, despite a legal challenge from Richard Branson's company Virgin. An influential group of Midlands business leaders has called on the government to sign the franchise deal and bring weeks of wrangling to an end. Jackie Kabler reports.
Earlier this month, the big announcement, Virgin out, Firstgroup in on the West Coast Main Line. But the decision sparked clashes between the two sides and their supporters. Now the chair of the Institute of Directors in the West Midlands says it's time to stop the wrangling and move on.
Effectively, Virgin have lost. They knew the game, they knew the tendering process, and they've lost. I'm a Birmingham City supporter, and if every time we lost we went to court, we wouldn't do much else. We certainly wouldn't play much football.
If all goes to plan, the West Coast Main Line will be taken over by Firstgroup in December this year, and the contract will run for 13 years. But since that announcement last week, the public backlash has been growing by the day. There are several online petitions, some in favour. Sign the agreement with Firstgroup immediately. Do not reconsider giving Firstgroup the franchise. But this one against Firstgroup has over 160,000 signatures, enough to trigger a parliamentary debate, which is exactly what one Midlands MP wants.
There's ample time to do that. Parliament's back next week. There's no rush about this. So if the government case stacks up, it can be shown to stack up. And if it doesn't, better to find out now than sign up to a contract that doesn't actually hold water.
Firstgroup's rail boss, though, has been meeting Midlands businesses and said it was full steam ahead.
We've got a lot of exciting plans. We're going to be providing more capacity, new trains, refurbishing the full fleet of trains, investing in stations, but really making sure that we understand what they want from us. There's lots of exciting plans for Wolverhampton Station, for example, and we want to make sure that we are actively participating in the improvements that the city and the region wants to see.
The row goes on, though. The government committee that will decide whether or not to debate the issue meets next week. Jackie Kabler, BBC Midlands Today.
And you can see the full interview with Richard Parry, the man charged with the task of running the West Coast Main Line, this evening on Midlands Today at 6:30.